A very good morning to all present here. Sabko mera namaskar. I extend a warm welcome to all our esteemed dignitaries, nodal officers, faculty members, partner organization, UNICEF and NIC, and participants from across India joining us today for this important orientation and capacity building workshop on Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya, SHVR 2025-26 session. Let us begin this workshop with an auspicious start, the lighting of the lamp, a tradition that signifies the dispelling of ignorance and awakening of knowledge. Though we are meeting virtually, we invoke this light as a symbol of wisdom and progress for clean and green school across India.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते.
The SHVR initiative is a flagship effort of Ministry of Education, Government of India, implemented by NCERT with a combination of UNICEF support to promote clean, green, inclusive and sustainable schools. It is deeply aligned with the goals of National Education Policy 2020 and the broader Sustainable Development Goals 4, 11 and many more. Through this program, we aim to instill the values of hygiene, water conservation, waste management, eco-awareness and responsible school operations, encouraging every school to become a model of sustainable living. So now, it's my pleasure to invite, we have our deeply honored to have here our guiding pillars of Indian educational transformations, Professor Dinesh Prasad Saklani sir, NCERT, whose visionary leadership continues to steer the national education landscape towards innovation, inclusivity and excellence. Sir, with your permission, I would like to move forward. I think due to some important works, he is not there. So I would like to take permission from Professor Amrendra Behra, the guiding light behind this SHVR project, who has supported us at every part. So with your permission, shall we begin the session? Thank you, sir. The workshop is organized to orient and empower stakeholders at all levels, state, district and school for the effective implementation of SHVR 2025-26, an initiative led by Ministry of Education with the support of UNICEF. SHVR का उद्देश्य है बच्चों के लिए स्वच्छ, सुरक्षित, समावेशी और पर्यावरण अनुकूल विद्यालयीय वातावरण सुनिश्चित करना. Under SHVR 2025-26, all schools, government aided, private, rural and urban will be rated on WASH, that is water, sanitation and hygiene, and eco-friendly practices including mission life activities. Participation is mandatory and all schools will be assessed through the SHVR mobile app or web portal. School achieving higher star ratings will be recognized at district, state and national level. 200 nationally recognized schools will receive 1 lakh incentive and an opportunity for their heads to go for an experiential educational trip. So what is the purpose? Why should we be in the SHVR? The workshop is aimed at capacity building of state and district nodal officers and key stakeholders. This workshop will provide training on the SHVR digital tools where the data has to be filled, clarification about evaluation methodologies and the different parameters that are present in the SHVR for which the different schools will be assessed, understanding the role of eligible evaluators for physical verification, photo documentation and rating. ये कार्यशाला सभी ज़रूरी जानकारी, तकनीकी मार्गदर्शन और मूल्यांकन प्रक्रिया पर प्रकाश डालेगी, जिस पर हर विद्यालय SHVR में प्रभावी रूप से भाग ले सके। Now I request Professor Rajendra Pal sir, Head MPD, CIT NCERT, to kindly address the participants and tell them some few words about the SHVR.
Thank you, Dr. Gypsy. Professor Dinesh Prasad Saklani, Director NCERT. Professor Amrendra P. Behra, former Joint Director CIT and presently Head Program and Research Division CIT.
Sir, Canto.
Professor Sunita Farkia, Head Department of Education in Science and Mathematics. Professor Dr. Jubilee, who is also faculty from Science and Mathematics, and Dr. Pratibha Singh was specialist, New Delhi, nodal point of contact. As we are aware that SHVR, earlier similar scheme was in 2014 with the name of Swachh Bharat Swachh Vidyalay, and 2016 the name of the scheme was Swachh Vidyalay Puraskar. Now on the occasion of 5-year celebration of NEP 2020, during the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam, Education Minister Maniya Dharmendra Pradhan ji announced this scheme, and this is for all types of schools, whether it is a government school or a government aided school or a private school. It is a rural school or a urban school. This is a wide range of scheme in which all the schools will be rated by various criteria, and this program is kept to orient the nodal officers and other teachers and other stakeholders to understand the scheme, and if there is any confusion, any kind of queries, questions, suggestions, they can raise during this. It is a very short period orientation program. So, they can ask their queries, questions to our panelists who are on the panel or who are joining later on during next 2 hours. So, since it is a time is very short, I will request Professor Sunita Farkia to give her remark on this today's program. Professor Farkia.
Now we invite Professor Sunita Farkia, Head DSM NCERT, to share your insights on the integration of environmental learning and sustainable practices in the school education and how it will support our SHVR project. Okay. So, we will further proceed. Now, I will request Professor Amrinder Behra sir would be grateful for your reflections on digital dissemination of SHVR and telling the importance of SHVR project. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jyoti. Namaskar, very good morning to all of you. My esteemed colleagues from NCERT, Professor Sunita Farkia, Head Department of Science and Mathematics, esteemed Professor Rajendra Pal, who heads the Media Production Division in CIT, and my other colleagues from NCERT, Dr. Jubilee, Dr. Gypsy, who are the project coordinators of this.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, your audio disturbance is coming in your voice.
क्या ब्रेक हो रहा है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. It's a bit of disturbance is coming. Continue.
ब्रेक नहीं हो रहा है.
Is it okay now?
No. Little fine.
Hello, hello, hello.
There's some fan or. Okay.
Can you hear me?
There is a continuous disturbance little bit.
Noise
वॉइस ब्रेक नहीं है.
वॉइस ब्रेक नहीं है सर, थोड़ा डिस्टर्बेंस है कुछ पीछे.
noise है कुछ?
हाँ.
Should I put off the fan?
स्पीकर में.
हाँ, that will be better. Bera sir is just joining from the phone, and after.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Now it's fine.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, very good morning and namaskar to all of you. As all of us, we know that the SHVR, as Professor Pal has mentioned, it was launched by the Honorable Minister of Education during the 5th Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam on 29th of July. So we have a standard guideline already in place, and we have created a mobile app also and a portal which is developed by NIC, Ministry of Electronics and IT. And we have a strong partner which is UNICEF, and we have Dr. Pratibha ji and Dr. Ramchandra Singh ji, who is part of our whole initiative, and UNICEF is an active partner. And all of us, we know that there are more than 15 lakh schools in the country, and also we have nearly 98 lakh teachers in the country, and 26 crore children in the country. And this SHVR, particularly 2025, has to be participated by all the schools, as Professor Pal mentioned, all the private, government aided. Across the board, there are 69 school boards across the country in 36 states and union territories. So we request all the nodal officers from
As there was little disturbance, technical issue for Bera sir, he will be joining back soon. So now I would like to request Dr. Pratibha Singh, WASH specialist, UNICEF, as a nodal point of the contact, who will look forward to hearing your thoughts about the project SHVR. Actually, Dr. Pratibha ma'am is the one who is actually carrying this project since 2016. So the better vision which he can give, I would like to request her to share her vision. Dr. Pratibha Singh. So, proceeding further, as ma'am will be joining us soon, I would like to tell you that what about SHVR project, what are the visions and all, and why we are doing this project. Let us officially begin with the sessions, that what are the requests, what does the workshop is aimed to. We are mainly capacity building of state and nodal officers, educators are there. So, we will be proceeding with the different sessions where we will be talking about what are the SHVR digital tools. We have a specialist resource persons from National Informative Centers, Mr. Prabhat sir, who will be giving us what are the technical details of proceeding the session and how to input the data, how the schools will be proceeding further to fill the data and participate in this survey rating program. Then we will be telling about different evaluation methodology, that how the schools will be evaluated. So, different sessions will be there. With this, I will request Dr. Jubli ma'am to give the vote of the thanks for this inaugural session, and then we will be proceeding further. Welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Jubli ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Gypsy. It's a very privilege to be here to address all the nodal officers, to address all the nodal officers from different states, union territories, as well as all the organizations which are participating in the SHVR. The Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya rating, which is also called as Clean and Green School Rating, is a flagship program of Ministry of Education, Government of India, which we are rolling out from 1st of August. So, all the nodal officers from different states, union territories and organizations are advised that they ensure the participation of all the schools of their respective states in this particular very important and very essential program for all of us. So, I request that all of you ensure the participation of all the schools, irrespective of whether they are government, private schools, whatever organizations they belong to, aided, unaided, all the schools are participating. And it's a very simple task where you will be filling in a self-assessment survey questionnaire, which will be rated, and there will be different levels, like at the district level, then at the state level and at the national level. Finally, we will be culminating at the national level, where selected 200 schools will be recognized at the national level with certain incentives, as well as where these incentives will be used for developing their schools' clean and green facilities. So, with this short inauguration, we will be looking forward for discussing in detail about all these guidelines. So, before starting this as a formal inauguration, I would like to thank the Honorable Director of NCERT, Professor Dinesh Prasad Saklani sir, also the Joint Director, Professor P.C. Agarwal sir. I would also like to thank Professor Amarendra Behra sir, Professor Pradibha Singh, Professor Rajendra Pal sir, Professor Sunita Ferrikia, all my NCERT connected colleagues from NCERT as well as from the UNICEF, and also who are joining online, all the nodal officers. I would like to sincerely thank for being part of this very important program. We look forward for proceeding this technical session. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Jubilee ma'am. So, now we will be proceeding further for the next technical session, where we will be involving about what are the technicalities to participate in this capacity building for nodal officers. So, first session will begin with overview of SHVR. Overview of SHVR, we will be understanding the vision and importance of alignment with SHVR with NEP 2020. For this session, we also joined with Mr. Ram sir from UNICEF. He is the academic consultant there. So, welcome sir for the session. So, there will be some sessions which will be technical aspects, which will be clearing about how to participate in SHVR. We will start with the session 1, which tells about overview. So, good morning. Let us move to the session 1, SHVR overview. Let us take, as we know, this SHVR is a national initiative that aims to transform our schools with clean, green and inclusive learning aspect. Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya. So, let us move to the quick journey through how we arrived at this SHVR. Why this transformation is not just a timely, but necessary transformation which has been done in this SHVR rating. So, SHVR evolution. So, how this SHVR evaluate? Let us begin with the evolution of this initiative. In 2014, the Swachh Bharat Swachh Vidyalaya SBSV was launched to ensure wash facilities in the school. It was launched by Ministry of Education. This initiative was majorly talking about wash facilities, that is the waters, sanitation and hygiene. That was the focus of this facility. Next is by 2016 to 17, this further proceeded this SHVR project with 2016-17, the Swachh Vidyalaya Puruskar began recognizing schools with excellence wash practices. So, here again the schools who have participated, and this Swachh Vidyalaya Puruskar was well initiated. In 2017-18, SVP expanded to the private schools too. So, schools were added and around 6.16 lakh schools participated in this. This was expanded to include private schools. Later on in 2021-23, after the COVID, again this SHVR was there. So, it was also called Swachh Vidyalaya Puruskar. It included the private schools, the public school, but the participation was around 8.23 lakh schools, and it was well appreciated at the global level too, showing how deeply this idea has been rooted. So, how many of you have participated? Some of the nodal officers must be knowing that their schools have already participated in that. And now it is SHVR, that is Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya. We have upgraded, digitally integrated SHVR aligned with the mission lifestyle for environment. So, it has connected the new parameter, that is the mission life, and we are expecting that every school will participate and they will also be rated in a well advance. So, objectives of SHVR. The core objectives of SHVR is to promote culture of cleanliness and sustainability in the schools. As we know that in India we want every school to be, every child citizen to be very responsible citizen as per the NEP policy. So, promoting cleanliness will be the individual's responsibility, and this will further promote the sustainability in the India. To build awareness and action through students, teachers and community. So, different awareness activities for the hygiene education will be there to promote this facility. To recognize the schools at district level, state level and national level. So, schools will be recognized for their participation in environmental sustainability and hygiene and promoting the cleanliness. Then is, and most importantly, is to integrate clean, green practices into our everyday schooling experiences. So, why do you think recognition is important? So, that will be what the answer will be in our objectives, that it is actually for making our India at the global level also the cleanest India and the hygiene, so that everyone is healthy in this India. So, why SHVR is important? This is not just a rating system. Actually, it's a movement. It's a movement because schools are where behaviors take shape. It addresses sanitation, hygiene, water safety and now environmental consciousness. It keeps students healthy with the clean toilets and safe drinking water. It reduces the absenteeism because caused by poor hygiene or the poor facilities in the infrastructure. It builds the habit with the hand washing and waste segregation, and it brings the mission life and NEP 2020 together, emphasizing the eco-friendly actions and holistic development. हमारा एम है हर बच्चा स्वच्छ और पर्यावरण का प्रहरी बन जाए, यही SHVR का सपना है. Now let's move further to the key parameters of SHVR. Let's look at the key parameters on which schools will be assessed. There are six categories, as you can see. First is water. We want water to be clean, accessible drinking water. Then is the toilets. Toilets should be safe, gender segregated and functional toilets, that is the major requirement. Hand washing with soap. We want every child to be habitual of keeping their hands very clean and away from the diseases. Then is operation and maintenance. Other than having the water facilities, it should be clean campus and the working infrastructure. Everything, that is the taps, toilets, it all should be operational. Behavioral change and capacity building. As I have already told in the session, that the session is, this SHVR has the motto of sustainable development goals. So, we want in every citizen, in every child of our India, there should be a behavioral change of keeping their country hygiene, green and clean. Mission life activities, a new and exciting addition with 21 marks which will be allotted. So, Eco Club, that is the Eco Club activities will be included in this mission life, which tells us about long term student led eco actions in the school. So, these are the parameters where the schools will be evaluating, self assessment will be there, which they will be filling the data, which the detailings will be further told to you in the next sessions. Now, SHVR as a revamped version of Swachh Vidyalaya Puraskar, that is from recognition program to performance rating. SHVR is from WASH focus to WASH plus environment plus sustainability, from manual to fully digital participation. It is a shift from celebration to continuous improvement. SHVR contribution to NEP 2020. As we know, SHVR contributes directly to NEP 2020. There is a holistic experiential learning is the major focus of our NEP 2020. Eco clubs, SAPs, student-led actions, hand washing, committees, hands-on learning, these all things in hygiene and all, this all is the part of this SHVR project. Then is health and well-being. Keeping your toilets clean, keeping your hands washed, soap facilities, hygiene, menstrual hygiene, safe drinking water, these all contribute to the health and well-being. Another major focus of NEP 2020 is sustainable living. So, rainwater harvesting, waste management, plastic free campuses, these are the things which we are going to evaluate. So, this make them habitual for being part of the sustainable living. Further, a very important goal of NEP is equity and inclusivity. A very well, the questionnaire which SHVR has created in the guideline book, that has very well mentioned about the toilet facilities for the with the inclusiveness, wash facilities, safe access for all and the focus on facilities for girls, schools and appropriate infrastructure. NEP 2020 paras 1.2, 4.28, 5.9, 6.8 all align beautifully with the SHVR project. So, it is now the task of the teachers to integrate their curriculum with the environmental and hygienic practices in the curriculum, and thus being participate in this SHVR and get the schools rated. So, what is the vision of SHVR 2025-26? It is aligned with NEP as we have already discussed. It is to create the culture of cleanliness, hygiene and sustainability in the schools, making every child a change maker. That is what is the demand of this SHVR project. It is about transforming school campuses, mindsets and communities through everyday eco action. It builds the clean, green, climate resilient campuses. Then is one child, one idea, one action can start a school-wide movement. So, foster values, life, eco-consciousness, civic responsibility and student leadership as the major visions of the SHVR. Moving forward to the SHVR timeline, a very important aspect. All the nodal officers have to be very conscious that when to fill the data, how to make every school participate and win the ratings. Here is the timeline. First is the orientation and capacity building programs that will be going further till 30th September. Then is selection of schools and recognition at district levels. So, first of all the selection will be done till district level. Then further they will be nominated those schools who have won, some schools will be nominated for the state level. Again there will be a cross validation of the schools, whatever the rating they have filled, physical verification will be there, and then the schools at the state level will be selected. Nomination of the schools for the national level will be done in the December, and cross validation of the schools for the after nomination from December to March, and the national ceremony will be approximately around February or March will be handling. So, this is the timeline. Encourage everyone to share to participate in this SHVR rating, and do share these timelines with the districts and schools to ensure the timely participation. Then there is the SHVR portal. Click, scan, begin. So, we have to, there is a portal which has been designed with the cooperation of NIC. So, website link is there. So, you can download the SHVR app. This can be shared so that every school can log in through mobile app and web portal, use their UDICE code to register, upload the photos and answer questions under each category. Once completed, submit and preview your entry is also possible in this SHVR portal. A very well SHVR portal has been designed so that every school can easily participate, and the portal link is available on the screen. It is designed to be user friendly for the teachers and principals alike. So, how many you have already visited the portal? Or I would request everyone to download the app, have a view and also motivate the other schools to download the app. So, let us remember SHVR is not just a rating, it is a reflection of values we are instilling our children and community. We thank you for your participation and commitment to clean, green, inclusive school. Let us move forward with energy and clarity and ensure 100% participation from every district and school. Thank you. This is the small session. Now, I will request Dr. Jubli ma'am to move further with the further session.
Thank you, Dr. Gypsy. Thank you very much for a very elaborate overview of how SHVR will be functional. And as I told in the beginning, we have to ensure that all the schools participate eagerly in this particular program. So, I will be discussing about, please share the slide, session 2. I will be discussing about the SHVR indicators and assessment framework. So, since it is a very one-time data entry process by the school, and the same data will be used for assessing at different levels, that is at the district level, at the state level as well as at the national level, where we will be having evaluators who will be doing physical verification. So, even though the schools will be filling the self-assessment data, they will be cross verified by evaluators which are assigned by the respective state or the national level. So, here what are the criteria or what are the areas in which these assessment is going to happen, that is what I will be briefing on. So, as Dr. Gypsy has already told, there are 6 indicators on which we will be assessing. Please go for the first slide. The 6 indicators on which we will be assessing are, or 6 categories. They are water, second category is toilet, third category is hand washing with soap, fourth category is operation and maintenance, fifth is behavior change and capacity building, and the sixth category is mission life activities. All of us know that mission life and eco club activities are in function for a long time, and they are also clubbed with the SHVR rating. So, what are the key indicators under which each category, what are those which we will be focusing on? So, under the category of water, we will be addressing, or there will be items or questions or indicators on availability and accessibility for clean, safe, adequate and reliable drinking water, or availability of potable water, and also functionality of water points. Even though there are water points, are they really functional? So, we will be looking into this functionality, and then on these areas we will be giving the points. Or availability of water for use in toilet as well as for hand washing. This is also coming under that category. The second category is toilet, where we have the indicators such as availability of separate toilets for boys and girls, and also availability of separate urinals for boys and girls, and also there will be functional toilet for children with special needs, teachers, staff, whoever are concerned with the school. And regarding hand washing with soap, there should be functional hand washing facilities for use after toilet as well as before the midday meals. So, the functional toilet facilities will be assessed here. Then the usage habits among students, are the children really washing? Not only availability, its usability are also being assessed. The fourth category is operation and maintenance, where we will be looking into the safe disposal of wet waste, that is biodegradable waste, dry waste which are non-biodegradable waste, as well as liquid waste. So, there are items on these areas, as well as cleanliness schedule and implementation. What about the grievance redressal and monitoring system? Cleaning and maintenance of school environment. So, these areas will be addressed in the fourth category. In the fifth category, that is behavior change and capacity building, mainly the focus will be on hygiene education in school. It will be through training or orientation of teachers and school management committees, as well as student led wash and green clubs. If they are having functional green clubs, these also will be assessed for the behavior change and capacity building as one of the category. And also the hygiene practices which are followed by the students, the cooks in the school who are cooking the food for PM portion, etc. Then the mission life activities is the sixth category, where we will be looking into integrating environment, hygiene, climate change education, and engaging students in local environment issues and recognizing traditional conservation practices. Then participation in eco club, youth club, green clubs, etc. Then energy saving measures like installation of solar panels, LED lights, etc. Then water conservation measures like water audit, installation of water efficient fixtures, etc. So, not only that, then eco-friendly practices like waste segregation, energy and water conservation. So, these are the main indicators on which we are going to assess, or the schools are going to self-rate themselves and put them in the portal, based on which this rating will be given on a 5-star rating. So, this is what we are going to have. After all these indicators are filled by the respective schools, there will be a rating which is given on a 5-star rating. So, based on your performance, you may get 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2 or 1 star. So, there are very clearly mentioned parameters for that, percentage and weightage given. Based on that, we will be giving the star rating. Some best practices we will just go through, like for water, what all things a school can have. They can have rainwater harvesting system, they can have regular water quality checking with visible records maintained, then use of smart water meters for monitoring the consumption as well as leakage of waters. And for toilet, some of the best practices like gender segregated, well maintained toilet with proper lighting and ventilation, accessible toilets for children with special needs, or then toilets which are cleaned twice a day and maintaining a cleanliness register. For hand washing with soap, some of the practices like functional hand washing stations are there with soap near the toilets and dining areas. There can be some songs or visual cues on hand washing to encourage proper washing by the children, and supervised hand washing during midday meal. Then regarding operation and maintenance, there can be QR code based complaint redressal for repair, maintenance committee involving student and staff. Regular audits can be there for school facilities using Shala Siddhi tools, which is already there with the schools are using it. Then behavior change and capacity building, for that integration of hygiene and environmental education in morning assembly and classroom sessions. Then there can be good wall paintings and student drawn posters on promoting hygiene. Then peer educators like Bal Swachhata Doots or children cleanliness messengers leading hygiene campaign. Then mission life activities like observance of mission life actions, no to plastics, save electricity. Student led initiatives like tree plantation drive, plastic free campus, etc. Then maintaining a green journal documenting eco actions. Now the assessment framework, its overview, how this methodology is. There will be a self-assessment by schools using a mobile or a web platform, which Dr. Gypsy has already shown you the QR code, or you can directly log in. Then upload of evidence, not only just answering the survey questions, but you have to upload the photos using geotagged photos, documents, videos, etc. Then after that, there will be validation by the district level evaluators using standardized tools. Then the rating system comes, where we, as I told, there will be a 5-star rating based on the cumulative scores which the schools have obtained, and separate recognitions will be given at district level, state or union territory level, as well as at the national level. Here I would like to say that different organizations like the Kendriya Vidyalayas, Navodayas, defense schools are also being part of this. So they will be also considering in their respective district and in the respective states, and they will be coming for the considered for the national level also. So all are going to take this lead in a uniform manner. And the weightage of scores, it varies per category based on the priority and impact of these 6 categories. So there are weightages given for all these 6 categories, and combines infrastructure and behavior based indicators also. And this is how the categories are. Like for water, there is a maximum score of 22, which is a weightage of 17.6%. Toilet will be having a maximum score of 27. Out of total score is 125, where the weightage is 21.6%. For hand washing with soap, we will have 14 as the maximum score with 11.2% as the weightage. Operation and maintenance will have 21 as the maximum score with 16.8% weightage. And behavior change and capacity building will have 20 as the maximum score with 16% weightage, and mission life activities will have 21 as the maximum score with 16.8%. So which will constitute to 125 maximum scores. As well as I would like to add here that there are different types of schools, where some schools are only girls or co-ed or whatever they are, boys school alone. So accordingly their scores will be, the maximum will be adjusted in that manner, and though the maximum, the highest score is 125, but for certain schools certain items are not eligible, so we will be deducting them and the percentage will be considered. So thank you very much for your keen listening. So now I would
Thank you, Jubilee ma'am, for giving the detailed explanation of the parameters under 6 subcategories using the cases and good practices. And thanks, ma'am, for giving the calculations that how each parameter will be calculated. This vision has been given very clearly. Thank you, ma'am. So now our guiding light behind our SHVR project, Professor Amrinder Behra, is available, and I would like to request Behra sir to give us a vision of SHVR and how we can transform all schools into a perfect eco school systems, and how the schools can be well rated. So I welcome Behra sir to give your few words, share your few words that how each and every schools can participate. I welcome sir. I request Professor Amrinder Behra sir to share the reflections. Okay, I now proceed further to the session 3, that is digital platform orientation and participation process. So I would request Mr. Prabhat sir, as he joined from National Information Corporation NIC, Prabhat sir, to demonstrate about the step-by-step school participation online for filling dashboards overview. Prabhat sir.
Good morning. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes sir, you are audible.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So this session is for detailed demo of Swachh and Harit Vidyalaya portal and SHVR mobile apps. These two are key digital tools designed to support the government of India's vision of clean, green, and
Prabhat sir, we
sustainable
request you to
schools.
please on your camera.
Sure, ma'am, sure.
Thank you, sir. I think you can continue.
Just a minute. And let me share my screen also.
Yes.
Whether the slide is visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So, welcome all. As earlier, everyone has shared their views regarding SHVR and the detailed discussion has been already done. So I'll just figure out the IT platform and the mobile app and the demo of both the things. So this portal, the website and the web portal is available on this URL, https://shvr.education.gov.in. And the mobile apps are available both on Android Google Play Store and Apple's App Store. So to proceed with, if you go to this web link, that is shvr.education.gov.in, you will get this home page. I will also go through the detailed demo. It is just a slide which is to demonstrate how it looks like. So when you go, you will get the login and sign up option that is on the right side of the page. You will able to download the guidelines on this home page also. There are user manuals also for school users, and shortly we will upload the user manuals for nodal officers. So nodal officers can also download the user manual and they can see how they can perform their task through this portal. As you can see, there is also QR codes to download the mobile apps through Apple App Store and this Google Play Store. There is a section, frequently asked question section. Users can go through this FAQ section, and if they are having any doubts or they are having any queries, they can go through this section. I think the questions there are very much detailed out, and there are also answers to, to the queries which a user can have. Next, objective. So I think it has already been covered. Now the sign up process for schools. For this required, the UDICE code of the school is mandatory, which will be provided by the user. When a user will provide the UDICE plus code and provides the CAPTCHA, which is displayed on the screen. After providing the CAPTCHA, the system will ask for the mobile number associated with this UDICE code. So user will have to enter the mobile number which is associated with the UDICE plus system, and the OTP will be sent to that mobile number only, which is associated with the UDICE plus system. If any school is having different mobile number, so the school will have to update the mobile number on UDICE plus system. That is the main part of this login process and sign up process. Once the school will provide the OTP sent to the associated mobile number, details will be fetched from the UDICE plus system, the basic details, which comprises the name of the school, the address of the school, the phone numbers, other phone numbers, respondent name, email ID, the type of the school, whether it is residential or non-residential, board name if applicable, the location, rural or urban, the type of the school, whether it is boys, girls, or co-ed school, what is the establishment year of the school category as per NEP, whether the school is in aspirational district or not, the management of the school. These details will be fetched automatically from the UDICE plus system. In sign up process, few details will have to be provided by the schools. Details like designation of the respondent, whether the respondent is the name fetched of the respondent is headmaster of the school or a teacher of the school or in charge of the school, whether the school is located in the border village or not, the usage of school premises, the single shift or double shift. Questions like these will have to be answered by the school user. After that, the fifth step is the creation of the password. So school will have to provide the password which school wants to set, and this password will be used for further logins. The school can always log in using the OTP, and if school wants that the login is to be made through password, the school can set the password and use this password for further logins. So this is the screen when after the registration process gets completed. So these 6 subcategories will be displayed, and the schools are supposed to answer the questionnaire based on these six categories. So the first one, water category, it is having 9 questions. The toilet one is 12, then hand washing with soap. Likewise, these categories altogether having 60 questions. Then schools are supposed to answer the survey in these 6 categories. Once the school completes its survey, it will move to the photo upload section, and the list of photos which are to be uploaded will be displayed. After the uploading of photos, a confirmation message will come, which is being displayed in the screen. And after final confirmation, the process gets completed and a final email will be sent to the school email ID. And these are the some screenshots of the mobile app, and the process remains the same for mobile app also. These are some screenshots. So I'll just demonstrate the process. Let me give 5 minutes. Just not sure. So this is the URL shvr.education.gov.in. So this homepage contains all the information about this SHVR, about SHVR, then supporting resources. As I had mentioned, guidelines in Hindi and English can be downloaded. User manual for schools for web and mobile, it is there. It can be downloaded. So if you download this, you will get the user manual in the language you preferred. Technical videos are also there. If you want to view, before starting, we would request that you go through these guidelines and user manuals. As I mentioned, FAQ section is there. You can go through these FAQ questions. Contact us page is there. And the timings are also there, on which you can contact the help desk support. Timelines of this FAQ, timeline of this SHVR and events is also there. You can go through this. Login and sign up page, we will go through this. First, the school is supposed to sign up, providing the UDICE code, as I mentioned. After entering CAPTCHA, it will ask for mobile number, the registered mobile number with the UDICE system. Once you provide the CAPTCHA, the OTP will come to the registered mobile number. And these details which I just mentioned will be fetched from the UDICE Plus system. The name of the school, the address, school mobile number, respondent name, these are test data. So school will have to provide these details, designation of the respondent, whether the respondent is a teacher or headmaster or principal, usage of the premises. So options are there: single school that runs in more than one campus, multiple schools on premises with different UDICE plus codes. These details are already mentioned in guidelines also. So once the school provide these details, the section to create the password will come. And after setting the password, sign up process will be completed. After sign up, primary information, or we also say this profile completion, that will have to be done. So number of students in the school, as this is just a boys school, so number of boys, details of number of boys will have to be provided. Children with special need, teachers and staff details, male and female teachers, total number of water points, number of toilets, urinals. If the school would have been a co-ed school, the number of girls details will also to be provided by the school, and these fields would be enabled in that case. Does the school have a functional system for safe disposal of wastewater near drinking water points? So options are there. Schools are supposed to select the appropriate one. On the second part of the primary information, the details of previous years SVP 2016-17, 17-18 and 21-22 details will be asked. If the school have recognized in those SVP programs, then the details will have to be provided. Else if a school says no, it can be forwarded as saying no. In the third part, two questions are there. Has the school developed and implemented a Swachhata action plan? So school will have to be answered accordingly. After providing these details, registration successful, message will come and it will redirect you to the starting of questionnaire section. So as I mentioned, there are 6 sections. School will have to go on all the sections and answer all the questions. So once school completes all these 60 questions, there are 60 questions, school will be moved to the other section, that is upload photo section. In this section, school will have to select the detail of the photo, will have to read the detail and upload the relevant photo in that photo section. So like I just uploaded the front view of the school. So school have to select the file which is the front view of the school and will have to upload this file on the portal. So likewise, there are 15 different category of images which is supposed to be uploaded by the school. After uploading these photos, this final preview option will get enabled. When this option enables, schools are supposed to get a final preview display, and after verifying all the details, whether they are correct or not, and final submit button will come, and schools are supposed to submit the survey, complete survey. Once the school completes the survey, their details come to the nodal officer section. So there is a different type of user. Apart from this school user, there are evaluators which are yet to be enabled, and nodal officer can see the progress of schools at their respective level, that is district level or state level or national level. So credentials will be provided for district level nodal officer, state nodal officer and national nodal officer. Using those credentials, users can log in on this system and view the progress. Apart from progress, the state level user can reset the password of district nodal officer. District level, nodal officer can add evaluators, can reset the password of evaluators, can assign schools to evaluators. So we in near future, we will be providing the user manual for the same, and these functionalities will also be incorporated in the course of time. So this type of dashboard will come and the nodal officer can view. This is national level. So the list of schools which have initiated their registration with SHVR portal 47, which have already registered 29, which have already completed 8. So these are national level. If you want to view state wise, you can see 5 schools of Uttarakhand have already completed. If you want to see the district wise details, you can see 4 schools from Dehradun have completed. 1 school from Pauri have already completed its submission. And if you want to see the school, you can view the details of the school. So like we were seeing Dehradun, 4 schools they have already completed, and if you want to see the details of the school, it is also there. It has already completed the survey, it has already uploaded the photographs and submitted the survey. In report section, there are also a list of schools which have already initiated but not registered. So you can also push those schools that you have initiated the registration process but not completed registration process. Apart from this, the list of schools of those schools which have already registered but not completed. So district nodal officer are supposed to push those schools also to gain the maximum number of participation. And as I mentioned, we will provide the functionality to add evaluators and other things like resetting the password of the evaluators, mapping the evaluators with the schools for evaluation. Those things will also be incorporated in the system, and the user manuals will also be uploaded for this. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhat sir, for giving such a detailed explanation about digital participation process. Every step was quite clear, that how to participate, how to fill the data, what are the different terms and conditions, and you have also nicely presented how the report will be there, how the nodal officers can check which school has participated, in which state, how many schools are left. Really nicely presented. I now really want to thank you for giving this overview of this digital platform, registration, dashboard features and all. Now I want to request, welcome Mr. Ramchandra Singh from UNICEF to talk about roles and responsibilities of stakeholders. Smooth implementation relies on the clarity of roles. I welcome Mr. Ramchandra Singh, National Consultant for Climate Resilient WASH, UNICEF, to elaborate on stakeholder responsibilities at all levels for the smooth implementation of this project. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Jubilee. And may we have our presentation here, please, screened on the TV. So, thank you very much. So, at the onset, I extend heartful thanks to Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education, for revamping this Swachh Vidyalaya Puruskar. This has been almost since 2014, almost 9 or 10 years, and at the same time now it's revamped as a Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya Puruskar, which is going to be one of the largest program in the world, covering around 14.72 lakhs school in the country. So indeed it is a landmark initiative from the ministry, and with partnership with NCERT, UNICEF and NIC. So this section will deal with the process and the rollout of this SHVR in 2025-26. So basically previous session covered the brief overview. The second point, what is the indicators, what are the monitoring framework, and now we will talk about how we are going to implement it at different levels, that is at school level, that is at district level, at the state level. So the onward slide will try to cover some of these aspects, which are the key stakeholders and how we can take it forward. And this time little more clarity has been also provided in the guideline. Let us go to the next slide please. So, one of the key action at the school level. So, the first and very most thing which we can have is just 2 month initial time is given since August 1st to September 30, and this is for the online submission of the application by the school. So, this window is the golden opportunity for all of the states, our partners, our state nodals joining from different states. This is one of the critical timeline where school has to register and school has to submit their application and in the rating process of SHVR. So, as the slides provides us a clarity, we can have a look like there are principals, teachers, students, eco club, children's, and also school management committee, STMCs at the senior levels, and panchayat, urban local bodies, communities. So, these are the key stakeholders that we see in the school context at the local level, be it rural or the urban. So, let us have a look on the roles at the school level. So, one of the very first task might be like to get aware on the process, objective, ratings, what it is all about, how SHVR is different from the earlier, because country has already experienced 3 rounds of the SPP earlier. Now, SHVR has some of the new features. So, awareness is the first thing as a role at the school levels, then clear processes. So, if the school is clear on the process, how to submit, how to register, how to get rated in this process as per given detail from the NIC partners from Parvati in the last session. Then we will talk about the timely submission. That is one of the responsibility at the school level, because it is always advised to be doing these things as early as possible, because towards the end there can be a rush for the leftover school. So, that is one of the strategy, as early start would be a better one, and the understand key questions is first prime responsibility, because it is not only for the rating, but it has to be accurate also. So, some quality mechanism, quality kind of check might be considered, how we can further build that quality at the school levels. So, the information that comes are more correct, more logically honest, and those are also validated. Those can be validated at the school levels during the evaluation process. So, keeping SHVR perspective, it is not just a rating at itself, but it is to know the status. It is also know how we can use this analysis where the school exists and how it can have an incremental process over the time. For example, one school if considered in 4-star this year, maybe next year it can go to the 5-star, or maybe 2-3 star to 5. So, in a long way it's it's visualized that every school of the country will be a 5-star rated school, which is sustaining its process, its achievement over the time. Let us go to the district level. So, as we see in the timelines, the key activities are only 2 activities. One is the selection of the schools which are to be recognized at the district level. The second important thing, there is a nomination to be done within time to the state levels for the state level recognition. So, these are the 2 primary activities at the district level as per the SHVR timelines, milestones. But the stakeholders, if you look, there is a district level committee under the chairpersonship of district collectors, district magistrates and other dignitaries. District committee also have officials from the education department, from the public health engineering department, health department, civil society organization members, and the NGOs members are also part of this district level committee. Few eminent teachers are also supposed to be there in the district level committee. So, district level committee would be the steering committee that would take this forward and that would implement the SHVR in the district level. Apart from that, there is a district nodal officer need to be appointed and nominated by the district. Concerned all department will be part of this process, and evaluators are another key stakeholder at the district levels. So, as we get to know about the stakeholders, now there are some roles also. One is about the implementation, the second is about the committee meetings. a few committee meetings would be a good idea to start with, so that everyone is like on the same wavelength, same understanding of the whole processes, and they can also contribute in a meaningful way. Capacity building at the district level for the nodal officers is one, but at the same time from the block level, from the cluster levels, whosoever the state feels or the district feels are key stakeholders to be like supporting this whole process, need to be like oriented on this process of SHVR at the district and the school levels. Some promotional activities we are also envisaging at the local level, having the local language, local cultures, and local key persons can be involved in this process. Public representative might also be part of this process. This time it is different from the earlier rounds, because this time this has become a kind of mandatory, and every school is encouraged to participate in this process. So, that is one good thing, that every school has to participate. So, at the district level, evaluation comes to be one of the key area where there is a need of like strengthening this process by involvement of all stakeholders. So, this time guidelines gives a little more clarity on who can be evaluator, but that is not limited to be what is suggestive in the guideline. And there is a short time lag. Actually, you can see on the dashboard on the screen that there is just 1 month available from October 1st to 31st October, just 1 month that schools are to be evaluated at the district level. So, it becomes very much important how many evaluators we have at the district levels, because that should be very much proportional to the schools to be evaluated. So, those kind of small planning need to be done at the district levels. And as usual, that most of the district, most of the states already know the process, that there is a shortlisting process of the top rated schools. Maybe district can go for the all schools to be evaluated at its level, and then based on the physical evaluation, and one kind of like it is also suggestive that the evaluators should also be oriented before they actually do the evaluation process at the next stage in October. So, that is one critical area, so that there is a quality evaluation done and verification is done in a transparent way, and then the schools has to be nominated for the state level recognition. So, let us go to the state level then, similar to the district. Yeah, thank you very much. So, we have a timeline from 8 November to 7 December, that is just 1 month for the state level to evaluate all the schools, those comes from the district. So, that is one that considering the states districts numbers, and also the schools that are coming from each districts, the state can evaluate what is the total school numbers that are required to be evaluated. So, accordingly there should be some planning that how many evaluators we need to have and who can coordinate based on the previous experience, and also we have the state level committees who can also provide the specific guidance on this part. So, this is one critical area that need to be strengthened, and there is lot of scope to further explore in this area. So, we can talk about this later, and all the things remains similar to the district levels, but there are few more points that at the state level, because there are many districts. So, there need to be an implementation kind of framework, roadmap, the committee meetings might be there, and also 100% participation, how we can encourage, because this different district might be in a different stage of progress at different levels. So, that regular monitoring every day, and that is what used to happen earlier also, and that was the reason that country has like observed a good participation over last 3 rounds, and it was increasing, and this time we are expecting 100% participation from all the states. So, that is one new thing in this process. So, all the process remains the same. 1 month time is given for the state level evaluation, evaluators need to be selected, who can be evaluated, some more clarity is there that we can also going to take in the next slide maybe. Can we go to the next slide please? Thank you. Is there a next slide? Okay. Anyway, let me have a little bit on the next slide. This is, yeah, thank you so much. At the district level this time, because of the ministry's guidance, and it is also a suggestive list that district and the state level there should be these categories as you are seeing on the screen. There should be officials from different categories, consultants, experts from related schemes like Swachh Bharat Mission Urban, Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. Even at the district level we have diet and academic training centers, those can be part of this process. So, experts list is also given in a suggestive way, but that is not limited to that. State and the district might decide appropriate list of the evaluators. Those can really be very helpful at the district level. At the state level also this is being envisaged that we will have different departments like support in this process, like from the PhD department, from drinking water sanitation department, Panchayati Raj and rural development departments, forest departments because mission life is also very much connected to this, SCRTs, State Institute of Rural Development, and in the past also there has been good participation from different organizations like IIMs and IITs. So, state might have their own mechanism how we can like connect different organizations, civil society organizations, public representatives, academic bodies at the state levels also. So, that is what there is in the guideline. We can talk about little more about the convergence at different levels, but I think that we can take up a little later. So, this is how this process of rollout we covered so far from school to district and the state level. Thank you very much. Over to
Thank
Dr.
you, Ram sir, for giving an overview that of the timeline. And in this session, he has already explained us that what is the roles and responsibilities of the stakeholders, what will be the implementation strategies at district level, state level, and the national level, and how the schools will be selected. Now, as we know the overview of SHVR, that what is the vision behind the SHVR, what are the categories and what are the responsibilities and role, I would like to I would like to play a launch video which is formally telling us about different aspects of SHVR, that what is the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister. So, let us see the launch video and then we will start with the discussion session.
एक साफ सुथरा और हरा भरा स्कूल सिर्फ 4 दीवारों का नाम नहीं, वो एक अनुभूति है जो बच्चे सीखते हैं, गुनगुनाते हैं, मुस्कुराते हैं और लगाते हैं अपने सपनों को पन, जहां हर पेड़ झूमता है बच्चों की सुमधुर हंसी पर और हर बच्चा स्वास्थ्य, समरसता और नई आशाओं के साथ आगे बढ़ता है। अब समय आ गया है ठोस कदमों और सही भागीदारी के साथ इन्हीं विचारों को सही दिशा देने का, और SHVR 2025 के द्वारा स्वच्छ एवं हरित विद्यालय की रेटिंग के स्वप्न को साकार करने का 2014 में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने शुरू किया स्वच्छ भारत स्वच्छ विद्यालय मिशन। एक ऐसा अभियान जिसने स्कूलों में सफाई को एक आंदोलन बना दिया। 2016 में ये सोच और आगे बढ़ी जब शुरू हुआ स्वच्छ विद्यालय पुरस्कार और स्कूलों को मिला उनका पहला सम्मान। और अब वही सफर SHVR 2025 के रूप में एक नया रंग ले चुका है। SHVR 2025 का लक्ष्य विद्यालय को साफ, हरित और जलवायु परिवर्तन के लिए पूरी तरह सक्षम बनाना है। स्वच्छ एवं हरित विद्यालय को उनके साफ सफाई, हरियाली और पर्यावरण के कामों पर 5 स्टार रेटिंग मिलेगी। ये रेटिंग स्कूलों को अपनी योजना बनाने, काम शुरू करने और लगातार बेहतर बनने में मदद करेगी। इससे बच्चों में आदतें बदलेंगी, स्कूलों की ताकत बढ़ेगी और जो स्कूल स्वच्छ जल, साफ सफाई, हाइजीन और मिशन लाइफ को अपनाकर मिसाल बनेंगे, उन्हें जिला, राज्य और राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर सम्मान मिलेगा। यानी मेहनत होगी तो पहचान भी जरूर मिलेगी।
इस धरती की सुरक्षा के लिए जन जन की शक्तियों को जोड़ता है, उनका बेहतर इस्तेमाल करना सिखाता है। मिशन लाइफ क्लाइमेट चेंज के खिलाफ लड़ाई का लोकतांत्रिक, डेमोक्रेटिक एक प्रकार से उसका विस्तार कर रहा है,
हर स्कूल NIC द्वारा बनाए गए आसान से पोर्टल पर 60 छोटे-छोटे बिंदुओं के आधार पर खुद ही अपना मूल्यांकन करेगा। NCERT और यूनिसेफ मिलकर इसे करेंगे। पारदर्शिता के लिए क्रॉस वैलिडेशन भी किया जाएगा ताकि हर रेटिंग सच्ची और भरोसेमंद हो। देश भर में हजारों स्कूल SHVR से जुड़ेंगे। बच्चे, शिक्षक और समुदाय मिलकर स्कूल को एक बड़े बदलाव का केंद्र बनाएंगे, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ स्कूल नहीं होंगे, ये होंगे विकसित भारत की प्रयोगशालाएं। अब SHVR सभी स्कूलों के लिए अनिवार्य राष्ट्रीय पहल है। हर स्कूल का डेटा जुड़ेगा एक केंद्रीकृत सिस्टम से और यहीं से साकार होगा प्रधानमंत्री जी का हरित, स्वच्छ और सतत भारत का विजन। आइए जुड़िए SHVR 2025 से। बनाइए अपने स्कूल को उस बदलाव की शुरुआत जहां से निकलेगा एक स्वस्थ, स्वच्छ और हरा भरा समाज। हम अत्यंत गौरवान्वित हैं कि इस राष्ट्रीय पहल का शुभारंभ आज माननीय श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, शिक्षा मंत्री, भारत सरकार के कर कमलों द्वारा किया जा रहा है। ये पहल स्वच्छ, हरित स्कूलों की प्रेरणा देगी और सभी को हरित भविष्य का संकल्प दिलाएगी।
So we have watched the formal beginning of our important initiative with the launch video, which tells us, showcases us about the mission of clean and green vision. So let's proceed further for the discussion and feedback sessions. We will talk about implementation strategies. As Ram sir has already cleared us what will be the roles and responsibilities at district state level. So let us now understand the strategy for implementing this SHVR at state and district level. Our panel of experts, as Jubli ma'am, Dr. Jubli and Mr. Ram sir, will be adding on into the discussion that how this SHVR will be further implemented in the states. I would like to start with the detailed plan of us, which we have little bit planned about implementation plan of SHVR. So in the strategy of implementing SHVR in states and STs, this session aims to outline an actionable and inclusive approach for state and district level officers to implement SHVR framework effectively across the schools. Now let's understand SHVR goal. As we are discussing in the previous session also, SHVR framework is a transformative step in recognizing school that leads in hygiene, cleanliness and environmental sustainability. It is more than a rating, it is a shift in school culture that also supports the objective of NEP 2020 and Global Sustainable Development Goals. There are 5-pronged state strategies for SHVR implementation. To drive the effective implementation, and states and UT can follow a 5-pronged strategy. This begins with raising awareness, followed by the comprehensive training, use of digital platforms for registration, please move the slide, a structural monitoring system, and finally a feedback recognition loop to maintain motivation and transparency. So what is the step-by-step state implementation plan? This phase plan helps ensure smooth rollout from state level preparation to recognition of the schools. Every step involves collaboration and digital tracking to maintain consistency and transparency. As Prabhat sir has already shown us how through the digital tracking we can find out which school has participated, in which state how many percentage of schools have left, have they uploaded their pics and all. So the whole ratings will be on the digital tracking to maintain the consistency and transparency of this rating system. Support system and outreach channels. To support the implementation, a variety of outreach methods will be used. Social media platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook will be used to share the awareness videos, success stories and updated IVRS call numbers, as you can, it's a toll free number. WhatsApp groups and ready to use toolkits will ensure timely guidance and school management. So Using this support system, we can promote our SHVR plan so that every school participates in this SHVR and get rated and be a part of our global level cleanliness and hygiene sustainable development goal. So, during this implementation, key takeaways and action points should be to implementing SHVR is not one time activity. Actually, it is going from starting from 2014 and now it will be going further also. So, what we actually have to do is we have to form a team, that is team formation should be there. Form and activate teams at state, district level, block level for implementing teams immediately. Training the launch. Initiative widespread trainings and orientation program utilizing drivers multimedia content. So, as this is the starting first training of this SHVR in this for this 2025-26, similar training should occur at district level, state level, so that everyone participate, everyone is knowing what is the major vision and what is the major objective of our SHVR, and they contribute in that by making the school participate. Then is strong digital outreach, that we have to reach to the digitally to each and every part of the India, to each and every part of the rural area, so that everyone comes and join us and be a part of our sustainable development and our mission of Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya. Every state and UT can contribute to building cleaner, greener and more inspiring schools. Then is collect best practices, systematically collect the best practices for the future scalability, for making our earth, our global earth to be very secure for our future generations. Promoting the efforts, actively promote schools' achievements and initiatives through targeted social media campaign. Ensure that registration and verification, that every school has registered and also they have verified their processes by sharing some pics which can be easily verified, and they can be, these initiatives which they have taken can be easily recognized and they can be awarded with incentives and other features which have been given by the government. So, this is the implementation plan. I would request my other panelists if they can add on in that while the implementation plan. Ram sir, if you can add.
One more important thing that we missed actually properly. So, because NEP has come from 2020 onwards, so this time these awards categories are categorized like in two categories, especially at different levels. The category 1 represents the foundational, preparatory and the middle stage. So, that is one, and the category 2 is the secondary stage, that is from class 9 to class 12th. So, this is one thing that probably we missed, and apart from that because at the different level the recognition had different numbers of awards. So, accordingly these schools need to be given some kind of recognition in the ceremonies at the district level and the state level and at the national level. So, at the national level also there are some new provisions that has been made in the guideline with the intervention from Ministry of Education, that this time the 200 schools will be recognized at the national level. Out of them 70 from the category 1, 70 from the category 2 for the rural areas, and similarly 30 from the urban areas in category 1 and the category 2. So, the initiative is one thing about the rating of the school at its level. So, apart from the rating there would be participation kind of certification, and also at the different level there would be certificates of merit as a recognition for the schools who are performing exemplary on the performance criteria of Swachh Evam Harit Vidyalaya. So, there are 60 questions on which the school has to perform, also that is one thing. And at the national level 200 schools this time would also be allowed or maybe they will given a choice to select one of the place where they can have a educational or experiential tour at around 10 places in the country. So this time it is coming up really well, where ministry has thought of a lot of things to make it more institutionalized, more structured, and capacities of different stakeholders at different levels should be like in a way that it get institutionalized over the next few years. So, that is what I have to say for now. Dr. Jubilee, if you want to add something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah, what Dr. Ram and Dr. Gypsy has already discussed. We'll look into what are the roles of nodal officers. Now, we are connected with the nodal officers from different states and union territories, as well as from RIEs. We have some nodal officers. We have some nodal officers from UNICEFs. Then UNICEF from 12 districts, 12 states they have connected. Then we have nodal officers from railway schools, defense schools, atomic energy schools, Navodayas, Kendriya Vidyalaya, CBSE and Ekalavya model residential schools are also connected here, along with the SERT representatives or state representatives. The main role what we are assigning to the or what the nodal officers has to look into is that they can have district level nodal officers which are nominated from their place, apart from the KVs I am talking about. So, you can have the district level nodal officers, and they can conduct training programs in various modes, as Dr. Gypsy has already told. You can use online, you can use offline trainings, as well as use your social media, use your social media handle to share all these information with all the concerned principals of different schools, irrespective of their locality, irrespective of the management. So, kindly share all these information with all the school heads, so that they keenly participate in this SHVR program. And as we have already told, at the district level, as you will be having the evaluators also to be decided. So, once the nodal officers are decided for each district, along with the state's consultation, you will be having the selected evaluators. So, the evaluators will be going to each district, and at the end we want that each district will be nominating or selecting 8 schools which will be going to the state level, and all the schools who are participating will be getting a participation certificate, and those who are at the district level winners, they will be also getting certificates for as a recognition. So, 8 schools from each district will be coming to the state level, and at the in this 8 among these 8 schools, there is a classification like 6 schools will be from the rural and 2 schools will be from the urban. So, the nodal officers and the evaluators should make sure that 6 schools comes from the rural and 2 from the urban area. That too, among the 6 schools of rural, 3 will be from category 1 and 3 from category 2. Category 1 means those who are from Balvatika to grade 8 classes. So, we can that is the foundational, preparatory and the middle stage schools will be coming in that, starting from Balvatika to 8th standard, and the remaining class 9 to 12 will be falling under category 2. So, from rural we will have 3 category 1 and 3 category 2 for the district level, and from urban 1 school from category 1 and 1 school from category 2 will be nominated for the state level. So, from the state the same procedure will be followed, where you will be selecting the evaluators, they will be going to the schools and collecting the information and verifying it, and you will be again giving a rating, and from that the top 20 schools 20 from each state will be coming for the national level. So, the 20 schools again will be selected, like 14 from the rural and 6 from the urban area, where out of 14 rural, 7 will be from category 1 and another 7 will be from category 2. Similarly, in urban schools from the state, there are 6 schools. In this, 3 schools will be coming from category 1 and 3 from category 2. And finally, when it comes to the national level, where each state has given 20 schools which they have selected, and we will have a national level screening at the national level, where there will be evaluators who are at the national level, and they will be again cross verifying the selected 20 schools of each state, whatever they have given. And among these 200 schools will be selected, in which 140 will be from rural and 60 will be from the urban side. So, this is how the selection procedure will be. So, my request to all the nodal officers is that kindly find out the district level nodal officers as well as the evaluators who will be going for evaluating, and then according to this category kindly nominate the schools to the next higher level. Okay, thank you, Dr. Gypsy.
So, as Dr. Jubilee has cleared us about that how these categories will be awarded, what number of schools will be there, so you must be very clear about that. Now comes the process, because we are talking about implementation strategies. There are some brochures, there are some bookmarks, there are some infographics which we have created and which we will be sharing with you all, so that you can further share it to promote our SHVR project. Please remember that this is a teamwork. Alone us will not be able to cover up. So, what we want is, our major goal is, let each and every school be Swachh and Harit school. So, these all social media platforms we will be sharing with you, so that you can further share with at the district level, block level, and make every school participate. Now, our next session is on the presentation for the group actions and plans. As it is a live session, I would like if any nodal officer who has already participated, because this is a project which is coming from the previous, and can share the proposed action plan or any exercise which they have in their mind to promote this SHVR through digital platform or through any other workshops and all. If they can share their views regarding the implementation and rollout of this SHVR project. I request, this is voluntarily, if anyone can share some words about the vision, if they are clear about that, and how they will be implementing, what is in their picture. There are many schools which have already participated, and I would request if they can share their vision about that. So, there are different strategies of how nodal officers will be implementing SHVR project in their states and RD. What we are going to do is, in our WhatsApp group which we have created for the nodal officers, we will be sharing one form, that is it's a worksheet type form. It's a format which we have created, so that everyone can share their implementation plan without the peer learning, without your encouraging participation and their ideas. It is not possible to catch our target of 14.8. So, we want every state nodal officer, our district nodal officer, to share their implementation plan. The format will be shared in the WhatsApp group created by for SHVR, and we expect that everyone just fulfill that format and share with us, back to us through the Google form, and by evening, so that this implementation plan can be collaborated and we make a perfect plan for as per the different states and different districts and block level. So, or either if you want to share your views on this platform, you can also share by joining us here in the live. We will wait for 2 minutes for anyone who wants to share their views. So, I would like, with the concluding statement, I would request Dr. Jubilee ma'am for encouraging all of you to take learning forward to respective districts and school and ensure the 100% participation. So, let us work together to make every school 5-star Swachh Vidyalaya. So, Jubilee ma'am, for the formal vote of thanks, I would request.
I think if there are no questions, are we taking some questions?
Hello.
Yes.
This is Pratibha from UNICEF.
Yes.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, just a request from my side. Can you mention a little bit about the grievance redressal mechanism? Because in the earlier Swachh Vidyalaya Puraskar 2016-17, then 17, and then 2022, this was encountered, and then how can people, I know it was mentioned in the presentation, but if you can just highlight it once more and mention that, it will be very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratibha ma'am. So, anybody would answer?
I think you may like to.
Yes.
On the website, we can see the contact us point where the toll free number is given and also an email as in previous years. So, these are the two mechanism, and Monday to Friday from what is the timing?
9 to 6.
9 to 6. 9 to 6 these lines will be available, like anyone has any issue they can connect here. There would be a staff, there would be people and human resources, those should be employed, and they will respond to the queries, and a daily record of the grievances would be like maintained and maybe shared with the ministry, as ministry has also asked for the same. So, that is a mechanism that has been already built up at NCERT.
Yes, so we have a mail ID as well as a toll free number which has for contacting us if any technical issues are there, if you have any queries. There are also some frequent answer questions being ported on the website, so you can also get clarity from that if any doubts or clarities for regarding filling the data or any technical issues are coming. So, this are designated toll free number and mail ID is there for clearing the doubts.
Yes, so the SHVR email ID is shvr.support@cit.nic.in. So, you can mail it and within 24 hours we will be responding to your queries. And also we are having, as Dr. Gypsy and Dr. Ram has told, we have toll free number. Immediately they will be responding from 9 to 6 it is active. So, any of these problems which you face, you may be pleased be addressed in this in this email or in the phone. Yeah. Any other further queries from any other nodal officers?
Yeah, any suggestions are there?
Yeah, anything you need more clarity?
So, I think they will be sharing through the worksheet which will be sharing. So, we want you to fill that implementation plan draft and submit us by evening, so that we can proceed further according to the state and all. We can support you for all the things. So, let us move to the formal vote of thanks by concluding this session. Jubilee ma'am, I request you to.
Yeah, thank you Dr. Gypsy. So, at the end of this capacity building program and the orientation workshop, it is a privilege for all of us that we are the flag holders for a great cause for our country, where we will be looking forward for a clean and green schools and also a clean and green surroundings. So, it is a great initiative that the Ministry of Education, Government of India has taken up, and it will be put into function or 100% success if all of us work together. So, it is my humble request as well as your own responsibility that we take this initiative further and we play our role and responsibilities at this very crucial task, so that it becomes successful for the welfare of all of us. So, officially I would like to thank our director, Professor Dinesh Saklani sir, NCERT director, for organizing such a orientation program. And also I would like to thank Professor P.C. Agarwal, joint director of NCERT, Professor Amarendra Behra, Professor Rajendra Pal, Professor Sunita Firikya, Dr. Pratibha Singh, Mr. Ram, Mr. Prabhat Mishra, Dr. Gypsy Malhotra, all the nodal officers who are connected from the different states, union territories and various organizations, all the schools, that is atomic energy schools, Navodiyas, Kendriya Vidyalayas, CBSE, Ekalavya Model Residential School, railway schools, defense schools, RIEs, UNICEFs and all the state representatives, and we are very thankful that around 300 nodal officers are connected at present, and we are highly thankful that you have spared your time for such a great initiative. So, I thank each one of you who has been part of this training program, and I hope that in the coming days all of us will be working together, and any grievance you face, any problem you face, we are here to guide you. So, thank you very much.
So SHVR is not just rating, it's a reflection of values we are instilling in our children and community. So we thank you for the participation and commitment to create clean, green, inclusive school. Let us move forward with energy and clarity. 100% participation is what we expect. The success of SHVR 2025-26 lies in your hands as you are the nodal officers. You are the nodal leaders and change makers. Let us work together to ensure that every school in India becomes a beacon of cleanliness, sustainability and inspiration. Dhanyavad, Jai Hind.